Hi, my name is Mark Hadlow and I'm playing Henry Law in 1959 through to 63, and I'm playing Gabriel York in 2039 in the outback of Australia. I hadn't been at the court for about 3 years. Last time I was here I played God of Carnage, and it was actually a great production because I was working with Ross and Lara and Rima on stage, and we had the best fun. So that is a pretty good endorsement as to why to come back to the court and do another play. The subject matter this time is a little bit different, obviously. It's a little bit more serious and probably a little bit more controversial from the perspective of some of the subject matter of the play. But I was delighted to be offered the role of Henry and Gabriel, because I played my grandfather in 1959 and then his grandson in 2039. So playing these two roles, there's obviously a symmetry and the personalities and the traits and the picadillos of both. There's obviously little elements in both that work for the characters. But yeah, it's a dark subject, and it's been really interesting coming to terms with Henry's transgressions and making those effectual for the play, so that it's not all over the top and melodramatic, and so it's got to be real. But in essence, we've also got to make it so that there is light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So there are many subjects in the play. It's about global warming. There is an environmental issue about the play. It's raining all the time. Fish fall from the sky. So there's some very, very strong themes in the play, and the cast that's assembled are absolutely essential to the success of the play. And Ross couldn't have put a better team together. The great news is I've worked with Jude Gibson, Bruce Phillips, Lara McGregor, Cameron Douglas before, but Guy Langford and Lauren Gibson, who have come to join the cast with us, are absolutely outstanding as well. So we've got a really great coverage of fine actors for this really intense piece of theatre. Andrew Bovell, who is the writer, has certainly really put his name to a play that is sensational, I think, and controversial, and I think I think it's one of the best written plays I've seen for a long time. His segueing from scene to scene, how he's put it together is, I'm finding it outstanding. It's wonderful. And of course with Ross's overview and his direction, we're certainly going to have a play that will, I think, bring a lot of people who want to have their evening in the theatre raised in regards to questions being asked, what are the answers, and whether they come out of the play or not. But it's a discussion that we hope will go on outside of the theatre when they've walked out of the show at the conclusion of it. Well, the challenges are basically making sure that I present what I think the writers asked of the characters. And I've done a lot of homework with regards to making sure that when I'm actually doing the role, I'm actually doing what the writer has put on the page. That's probably the first essential part of it, learning the lines. And in the rehearsal process, working with the other actors, specifically with Lara, who, with all the scenes that Henry Law does with his wife, played by Lara, which is Beth, the changes that happen to Henry in those 4 scenes are really marked, quite emotional, and the changes that happen in that will definitely have an effect upon the play and of course on the audience. So we've got to get that right. I couldn't think of anyone I'd rather work with to get these right, and that's with Lara. So I'm very lucky to have that. So I think if anyone wants to come and see the play, I think come and see a play essentially about a theatre piece that will, I think, take you on a journey that perhaps you weren't expecting, but it will give you a very, very strong feeling of a play that is acted and presented by the court that is quite that different type of theatre, why we're in this game. The actors really have to find their characters. The characters have to be essentially played with really true conviction. And I think it will leave the audience asking many, many questions about the subject matter, and I think they'll be rewarded by the acting talent that we've got involved in the play. So I'm really hoping that will be a play that people will hear the word and want to come and see just from the perspective of the production itself, which is, I think, superlative. It's wonderful. I'm really looking forward to opening next week. Can't wait. Thank you.